For today's reading corner, I'm going to read an excerpt from Flow, The Psychology of Optimal Experience by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. I'm just going to get right into it. To overcome the anxieties and depression of contemporary life, individuals must become independent of the social environment to the degree that they no longer respond exclusively in terms of its rewards and punishments. To achieve such autonomy, a person has to learn to provide rewards to herself. She has to develop the ability to find enjoyment and purpose regardless of external circumstances. So good. This challenge is both easier and more difficult than it sounds. Easier because the ability to do so is entirely within each person's hands. Difficult because it requires a discipline and perseverance that are relatively rare in any era, and perhaps especially in the present. And before all else, achieving control over experience requires a drastic change in attitude about what is important and what is not. We grow up believing that what counts most in our lives is that which will occur in the future. Parents teach children that if they learn good habits now, they will be better off as adults. Teachers assure pupils that the boring classes will benefit them later when the students are going to be looking for jobs. The company vice president tells junior employees to have patience and work hard because one of these days they will be promoted to the executive ranks. At the end of the long struggle for advancement, the golden years of retirement beckon. We are always getting to live, as Waldo Emerson used to say, but never living. Or as poor Francis learned in the children's story, it is always bread and jam tomorrow, never bread and jam today. So I really love this excerpt because it points out how difficult it is for us to just appreciate the present moment. We're trained to look forward and work towards goals to be happy in the future. And we have to really choose to be happy right now, independent of what is happening externally. And it is a practice that is hard for many to master.